Good morning guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be about the things I like about my Himalayan BS6. Now speaking about the pros of this bike, the first and the foremost important pro is that this bike is cheap as hell for the quality it provides. The ride quality is absolutely stunning even though the power is less, but the ride quality is really amazing. It takes bumps very nicely. There's no problem riding in the city, no problem riding on tour. So the bike is absolutely comfortable, and even if you go off-roads, this bike can do or perform very well. The bike right now comes at a price of 2.5, the new 2021 with the trip meter, and I bought this bike for the price of 2.31 on road when I bought this in 2020. So other than that, the most other important factor which is very advantageous to this bike is its lower service or maintenance cost. So as you might have seen in the previous videos, the first and the second servicing of Himalayan, my first servicing barely cost me around 400-500 and the second one costed me around 1000 rupees. So it's quite negligible and very cheap, the servicing. Also the spare parts of this bike are very cheap. There are 100 variations of spare parts available to this bike, and there are also third-party parts available in equal quantity, so you can choose from both, and the quality for both I can say is good. You have to just buy it from a trusted buyer. The other important point of this bike is, the other important advantage of this bike is that of fuel economy. So in terms of fuel economy or efficiency, this bike performs the best. This bike provides me with 30 kilometers per liter of fuel economy in terms of average of city and tour. On highways it comes around 33-34, and in city I can say it comes around 28-29. So in terms of fuel efficiency, 5 on 5 for Royal Enfield Himalayan. The next point I can say in regards to this bike is that it's the cheapest in its segment, and I think it's the most practical bike you can buy if you have 2.5 lakhs and you want to have an adventure tourer. Because one of the most important things with this seat is that the height of the seat. So this height of the seat is 800 mm. It's the lowest in this category of adventure bikes and lowest in terms of the competition of this bike, which is the KTM 390, BMW 310, or for that matter Xpulse. I don't know, I think the Xpulse seat height is same or similar to this, but the Himalayan has 800 mm of seat height, and I think it's one of the best seat heights for an adventure bike, not for in terms of all the bikes, but in regards to adventure bikes, because for any average Indian is around 5'8", 5'9", and for those riders I can say this seat height is the best. This arrangement of seating is the best. So the other capability of this bike is that you can take this bike off-road and it can perform very well. So you don't have to make a lot of changes. I have taken this bike off-road in its stock avatar. It's still in 90% in its stock avatar except for the handlebar. I have not changed anything on this bike. I have installed a crash guard, which is a third-party crash guard, and I've installed knuckle guards and the handlebar. That's the only change that I've made on this bike, and I've taken this bike off-roads a lot of times. So I'm pretty confident on this bike. I don't fear while going on off-road with this bike. Even if you feel that this bike is heavier, it just weighs 200 kilos as compared to other bikes, or even its brother, which is the Interceptor. It weighs 10 or 20 kilos more than this bike. So I can vouch for this bike to go on off-road at any time. In terms of touring, this bike is perfectly weighted. If you want to carry luggage, you can install pannier racks over here. You can have RE panniers which cost around 25,000. You can install them, or you can buy soft luggage from Rhinox or other brands, etc. And there's no luggage problem. This bike can carry luggage easily, I mean very easily. As a daily commuter, I have already made a video in a very descriptive manner about whether this bike is good for daily commuting, and I've addressed quite a few issues which I've which I've got in the comment section of YouTube and other Instagram as well. So I think that that point I've addressed. And to answer that in short, this bike is also perfect for daily commuting. I think this bike can serve your purpose as an all-rounder. You can take it daily to the market, to the city, for shorter rides, for longer rides, even on off-roads. So this bike is kind of an all-rounder. So I think I'm very much satisfied with this bike, and it was pre-decided in my mind that I wanted this bike only because I had ridden my friend's bike, which is here. This is the BS4 Himalayan, very quite similar to this bike, but you know, above all, everything, all the negative points and the positive points that I've spoken about this bike, I think I still feel satisfied and I'm still excited to ride this bike every day till this date. I want to take care of this bike, I want to ride it, and I want to ride it for longer distances, shorter distances, and I don't feel any problem at all. So quite satisfied with this bike, and I hope that while you're choosing, and if you watch this video, I think that it will be very helpful for you guys. If it is helpful, please do like, please do subscribe, please do comment, share whatever you can. And if you think that some more points need to be addressed, you can leave it in the comment section. If you think something is missing from this video, you can leave it in comment section. I'll try as much as possible to respond or to make a separate video on that. But other than that, this was my short review of my Royal Enfield Himalayan, and I hope I did justice to this video. So thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.